Welcome to Leadership in Action, the show. My name is Nick Giannotti.
And my name is Cole Roberts, and we've got some good news. As a matter of fact, we have a whole show of good news, because that is what we do here.
That's right, and I think we should start this episode off with a reminder.
Yes, a reminder that if you have any good news at all, no matter what it is, please tell us. A huge thanks to those who have sent in stories. That said, there are so many cool stories about things going on in the classroom. Alumni news, things on the playing field and stage. Stories that we should all know. Maybe even a story about you. We want to hear your stories and share them with the CBC community on our show. So send a message to the Leadership in Action crew at liatheshow@cbchs.org.
Now, this show has covered many topics like service, sports, faith, and many more. Today, however, we are here to talk about, or should I say, attempt to talk about our STEM program.
I have an idea. Instead of us talking about it, let's send it over to Jake Niehaus with a tour of our very own Area 52.
Welcome to the Makerspace. This is Area 52. We've had a lot of resources in here for students to make a lot of different things over the years in our STEM department. But this year specifically, we got a lot of new things. When I started here my sophomore year, we only had these two printers. Following year, my junior year, we got these two, this one here, and then our resin printer. The resin printer is very special because it doesn't print the same way that these do. It prints upside down and using resin instead of plastics or PLAs. And then last year, we got a huge upgrade with these two printers, and then this very sophisticated PLA printer. Moving down the line, we have a lot of stuff in here, like I said, that students have been using for a long time, like the soldering irons or this laser printer here. This year we got a new laser printer, this large black one here, and students have been creating some really amazing and innovative things. As you can see here, we're talking about airfoils in my wind tunnel class right now. So what we're talking about, we printed this to show us some kind of relations and what we can do. Students will also come in here and make artwork on the laser printers for Father's Day gifts or Mother's Day gifts or whatnot. Moving down the line, we also have this CNC machine. We got this last year. This is kind of the opposite of our 3D printers because this is a subtraction method of 3D modeling, and this will take material away, whereas that will add material. But I don't know everything about everything in our STEM department. Let's send it over to someone who might. Mr. Stapleton, Mr. Henken are going to do an interview following.
My name is Joe Henken. I am the director of the CBC STEM Academy, which basically means Philip and I work together to grow this program. I'm the department chair of engineering and technology, which is a department that we formed several years ago, and I've been here for 12 to 13 years, something like that. So it's taken this program a long way.
And I am Philip Stapleton, the other half of the engineering technology department, and this is my 6th year here.
The STEM Academy, we have 4 goals. First goal is we want to support all of the kind of project-based learning and kind of new ways of looking at education throughout the whole building. So we want to support all departments in their efforts to be better teachers. The second thing we do is we have our own curriculum. We have grown in the engineering and technology department. We have grown to 17 different class offerings. And then one of the big things is co-curriculars. So in the field of engineering, we see a lot of companies and universities. They are not happy with kind of where their students and employees are they're not really happy with what they're seeing available. So they're reaching down quite a bit into high school. So we're working with many, many companies and universities.
We also have the independent side of things we work with as well. So individually student ideas. So we try to help cultivate that and support them. We also have, we talk about robotics all the time. Our advanced robotics team, we are happy to say that this year it's kind of a little bit back to normal. Last year, of course, wasn't. So this year we have 4 robots being built, preparing for the game. I think 16 guys. on the team. We're looking forward to that. So the growth just from last year to this year in that way is exciting. In fact, very soon here, we have some guest speakers, some very recent alum. Dorian Holmes and Michael Love are going to talk to our computer science guys, our STEM students, some of our STEM students, and really just kind of share their path, being a CBC student and going on to continue in that STEM field. Yeah,
Please, your little baby there.
yeah. So we have just, how do I say that?
Unveiled.
Yes, unveiled the first Computer Science Honor Society. In fact, I'm going to hand letters out today. So I'm excited about that. I think I have 24 guys that I'm inviting for the very first one. So we're excited about that. That's a honor society that I want to see do some good things going forward.
Right now, even though all of our classes are electives, over a third of the student body is enrolled in one of those electives. So we are really happy about that. We are looking to grow always. We are finding passion projects that we are making it go because we are seeing the result pay off. We are seeing kids getting unreal opportunities because they are entering with unreal. So we had a pretty good year. We've got some new great stuff we can offer our students.
Thank you so much, Mr. Henken and Mr. Stapleton, for taking the time to help explain and give just a sampling of our wonderful STEM program here at CBC.
One of the things they mentioned in their interview was the internship opportunities earned by a group of CBC students over the summer. One of these students is Abhi Malladi. We sat down to talk with him about his experience and learned how CBC helped him prepare him for this opportunity.
My name is Abhi Malladi, and over the summer, I went to New Jersey to work with robots, and there's an internship at OpenStreams AI, which is the company I worked at. Basically, I had the opportunity to work with a robot called Now, which is able to do a lot of tasks like face recognition, speech recognition. And my task was to do something innovative, and I thought, okay, so over the summer, COVID-19 is still significant in people's lives, so I thought I want to make the robot have an impact in COVID-19. So my idea was to make the robot take your temperature and do a COVID-19 screening test if your temperature was above the normal threshold of humans. So above 99 temperature would be that you have to take a COVID-19 screening test, and the robot would take your temperature and takes a picture of it, reads the number, and then determines if it's below or above.
Safety reasons, I have to take your temperature and make sure it's not too high. Please put your hands on the thermometer, and when you are ready, just say ready.
Ready.
Okay, now please stand back. Your temperature is above 99, which is too high. You're going to need to take this COVID-19 screening test.
So yeah, my career is probably going to be in AI or robotics. So this internship really helped me a lot in what I really wanted to do for sure. So in college, I'd be taking majors in computer science and engineering. And as my career path, as I said, I want to go into a job that would be working with robots. CBC gave me a good foundation because without CBC classes from Mr. Henken's classes or Mr. Stapleton's classes combined, I probably would not have the knowledge that I have right now. And their classes, the collaboration we used, Innovation Commons, especially because that's where collaboration was mostly specific in all our classes. And without them, I don't think I would have really got to the point where I am right now.
Awesome job by Abhi. And by the way, a little update. After our interview, Abhi attended the 10th Annual International Conference on Cloud Computing in Emerging Markets, where he presented his research from his internship to professionals from across the world. And wouldn't you know it, Abhi took home an award. Congratulations.
That is so cool. As you can see, we have some amazing students who are soaring to new heights, literally. Our CBC Aviation Club has liftoff and is flying high. To tell you just how high, let me introduce you to our own resident pilot, Junior Jacob Seibman.
So my name is Jacob Seibman, and I'm a junior here, and I'm a part of the Aviation Club. I've been flying since I've been around 14, and it was really kick-started back in the summer of my 7th grade year, where I actually had a CBC aviation camp. After that, something clicked, and I knew that was something I wanted to do that with my life. After that, I got into contact with the business itself and started taking very short flight lessons for a very long period of time, just kind of warming myself up to it until when I was about 15, like late 15, early 16 years old, I started to really kick the flights into overdrive and just performed my first solo flight yesterday. So the first solo, it was a lot of people say it was extremely hard, but for me, it felt really relieving. Like everything I would have done before that, I would have thought of it almost half a second after my instructor told me to. But probably some of the best landings I've done, just controlling it by myself without anyone telling me what to do. I do want to pursue aviation as a career, a lifelong career, and I'm taking the steps now to pursue that. And any advice for anyone that wants to as well? One, there is no correct path to follow to get to the same outcome. Everyone's got their own path, everyone's got their own pursuit, and there's many different ways to do it. No way is one right way. But the one thing I have to say is when an opportunity comes, don't say later, do it now. Because that's your best bet, because someone else will lead you to it.
Watching that makes me want to go and try the flight simulator for myself.
Yeah, I'm not so sure that'd be the greatest of ideas, especially for you, Nick.
Yeah, you're probably right. Well, couldn't end the show without mentioning a special visit from class of 2019 alum and current Mizzou student, Mason Jenkins, who gave us all an introduction to his 2 new pets and a glimpse into the future.
CBC taught me, how to reach out for an opportunity. I had to reach out my freshman year to join the robotics team, and I was part of it all 4 years. I went to state my freshman year and never was able to make it back. But that really taught me that to have an opportunity like this, to be a part of it, you've got to reach out, go outside your comfort zone, and try to become a part of that group working on it. And so, that's the most important thing. CBC drove home the passion for robotics, but it also taught me an important life lesson that opportunities don't just wait for you, you have to go catch them. Spot is a 4-legged robot, pretty much mimicking a dog, developed by Boston Dynamics that we have a team at Mizzou working with them, partnering with Ameren to develop solutions at their nuclear power plant in Callaway County to basically do safety checks every hour to make sure that their equipment isn't malfunctioning and that everything is safe for people working at the plant. So what Mizzou was tasked with was basically understanding the technology, making sure that we have people that can go and make those solutions for them, and just kind of learn all of the capabilities of Spot itself. Clearly, these things aren't cheap. They're industrial robots meant for these multi-billion-dollar companies to go and purchase, and $75,000 to them is a drop in the bucket. But for us, we had to really work to get the funding to acquire the one that the university owns, and then we were lucky enough to partner with Ameren, and they were able to kind of facilitate grabbing more of them into our reach that we can work with, so that we're not just working with one, we can work with 4, soon to be 5. But the importance of donors, it means that if we get enough of them on board seeing what we're doing, that it will open more opportunities for us to acquire more of these and do further research, kind of expanding our grasp on this technology. Spot, it was developed as an industrial robot, but it's developed for people who don't know robotics to be able to use it. So the controller, literally like an Xbox controller. If you've ever driven a car in a game, you can probably operate Spot just fine. You don't have to understand technology to understand a robot. And that's kind of the barrier that we see a lot of people get confused with. And so what we're doing at Mizzou is we're opening this opportunity to everyone. You don't have to be a programmer, you don't have to be a mechanical engineer, you can be a biology major that wants to get involved with this kind of stuff, and we're more than welcome to having you come join the team.
Well, that's all we got for you guys today. We hope you enjoyed the show. Good luck to the CBC STEM program, and congratulations to Mr. Stapleton, Mr. Henken, Abhi, Jacob, and Mason. Great work, everyone. Thanks for tuning in, and have a great day.
See you guys next time on LIA, The Show.